The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
And welcome back to yet another edition of Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. What a great show that we have for you today. We have the wonderful Krista Whitley, who's going to be on the show today, talking to us about the Weekend Box. This is an amazing box. Disclaimer, because you never know whether or not this show is going to be for adults or kids. This is definitely an adult subject show. We are going to be talking about the cannabis and cannabis industry. So if these are subjects that you're interested in, you're definitely going to want to watch. And if these are subjects that you think someone might be offended by listening to, then this is something that you definitely will not wish to watch. And so here's where you do the skip thing. Don't forget to press the like or press the share, though. You can still like or share it before you get to that part, okay? We'll keep that in there. So on today's show, we've got Krista Whitley. She is the creator of the Weekend Box, which will something if you're a novice and you're new to the whole cannabis scene and you're trying to figure out, what is it about? What is all this thing about? You can go to your local dispensary here in Las Vegas and pick up one of these Weekend Boxes, and it's full of a lot of great stuff about cannabis. It has a book there to tell you about cannabis and plenty of products for you to sample so that you can try and see which one you like the best or not, or it gives you great exposure to the different various products in the cannabis industry, and she's going to be here. I also have the lovely Simone Gennuso will be here. Yay! She is here in the house, and she is with Trim Ready. So she's going to be talking to us about Trim Ready and what she's doing over there with teaching classes. This is a place that you would go if you're interested in getting a job in the cannabis industry. And I went into this a little bit with Drew Gennuso when Drew was on the show, but with we actually go into this a bit more. We give you a little bit more of the facts and figures behind getting employed in the cannabis industry. So if you're interested, she can herself and Drew, they can set you on that path with Trim Ready in regards to what the path is to get yourself gainfully employed there. So we've got those two things that are going on. Really happy about that. In the meantime, who am I? I am Locq Fortune, owner of A Fortune on Wheels. I am the only psychic in Las Vegas that's licensed to come to you for your party, your special event. You're having a party and you don't want to have just a DJ, and you don't want to have just a bartender. You got the DJ, you got the bartender. Every party has that. Yeah, you got the dance floor. Everybody has that. Yeah. You want to have something different, something that your guests want to remember, that they will remember. Why not have a fortune teller? Have a psychic come over and do some tarot readings, or read the palms, or maybe just walk through the audience and do some cold readings for them. That's what I do. Fortune on Wheels. You can visit my fan page and give me a like while you're there if you'd like to have some more information on my prices and policies. I'm also the author of Vibology. It is a book that is downloadable from Amazon.com as an ebook. This is the book that's all about you. That's right. This book, this show, it's about you. It's about things that I think will be interesting to you. But the book specifically is about your name. So if you have a name, which I think most of us do, you'll be interested in this book because they'll tell you all about how to get along with people with that name. Meanwhile, really, really happy. Maybe I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but this is still something that I'm very happy about, is that we have reached our conclusion of this season. This is the last show of the season. So TV shows go different than internet shows, but I've decided that I've got enough shows in the can for the first season and enough changes that I am looking forward to making so that I can do a second season. I'm ready to start the second season. So we are really, really excited to be having the second season going to be starting not next week. We're going to take a week break. And then the week after that, we are going to have the new season, the beginning of the second season of Locq Fortune's Vegas 5. Yes, all right. Woo! You can clap too if you want. There you go. Awesome. Thank you. Anyway, so to celebrate the last show of the season, but to give you something to look forward to for the coming season. I told you that I had gifts, I had prizes that I was going to be giving out. Well, we've come up with the perfect format for that. As you guys know, or as you should know if you've been watching my shows, every show I wear a different shirt. So we've decided to say, hey, well, whether or not you're watching or not, I'm not sure whether or not I've worn this shirt or not before. Okay? If you can find the show that I've worn this shirt on, you can win yourself a virtual reality kit. Cyanoculars. This works great with your Amazon with your Android or your Apple phone, and you'll have your own virtual reality headset, your own virtual reality headgear. So how do you win this great prize? Well, you find the show. First of all, in order to win, to qualify, you have to like this show, and you'd have to share this show with someone or a friend of yours. So you have to like and share this show. Then you find the show that this shirt is on. Click like, click share it somewhere. I don't care. Just do a share on it. Then go to my Vegas Vibe fan page. Go to the Vegas 5 fan page. Of course, you have to like the fan page. Like the fan page and then post, hey, Locq, this is the show. Post the link to the show. And you won yourself, I believe this is a $25 value here, cryogenic cyanoculars. Now, you do all those things. I'm also going to throw in these headsets. Really great pair of headsets as a kicker. Now, you have until now, and when my new season debuts in 2 weeks, to come up with what show I've worn this shirt on, or no show. Maybe you can't find a show. Maybe you don't think I've worn this shirt at all, on any show, any of the shows, the prior shows.
I got this one.
You got this one?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Got it?
I'm going to win this one. I got this.
Well, unfortunately, the staff and management are not allowed.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Well, you know what? Nice try. Appreciate it. But at least you tried. I appreciate that. Now, we also got these wonderful secondary prizes. We had a great guest, Grammy Award winner. This was a great season. This was a really, really great season that we had. Well, I was honored to have Grammy Award winning artist Skip Martin on the show, and he left off a couple of CDs. So if you don't win this, maybe you'll win a couple of CDs. I think I got a video. I think I got a DVD over there for you that you can win. I'm also offering this as a prize as well that you can win. But you have to be like the cannabis industry. It's called Top Puff. Okay, this is a very interesting product, and so this is going to be a perfect segue into my product segment. What's going to be happening with my starting the next season is I am going to have something for us guys. And girls might like to look at it also and everything like that, but I'm going to be covering one or two items that I purchased that are in the $20 price range. There's nothing too pricey or too expensive, but I think is useful or that I think is not useful. So I started last week where I gave you the wallet. I told you about the wallet and I talked to you about the belt. This week we're going to be talking about these great sunglasses that you can get. And do they actually work? I think you see them on AskCNO TV. Yeah, they're on AskCNO TV, so you can go into Target and pick one up, or wherever, or order one from the phone. But does it work, dude? What do I think? Well, I got it. I gotta say, I gotta give this one a thumbs up. I've had the same pair of sunglasses because I love my Revos. I've worn that same pair, and they've been wonderful for me for close to 12 years, 13 years now. I put these puppies on. Now I only want to wear the Revos when I'm showing off, but when I'm out and driving and everything like that, this is what I wear. Next little puppy that I got, and this one was only $9.99, okay? The Fix Me Stick, okay? I know you guys have seen Fix Me Stick on TV, and you wonder, well, does this do anything? Is this going to work on my computer? You're having some problems with your computer. You wonder whether or not $9.99 is too much to ask for, whatever. Now, here's the trick. Now, here's the catch. Does it work? Yes. Yes, it does. I put it on my computer. I'm really good with my computer, so I'm good at avoiding viruses and things like that and stuff. But I've had my computer for a long time, and even if you're really good at it, you're going to be lackadaisical or whatever. I've had that computer for 3 years now. I have never done a virus scan on it. Came up with a number of virus scans that I did not. Came up with at least, I think it was like 13. Found like 13 different instances, and my computer's running fine. 13 different instances. It got that. Then took it over to my mom's because you can use this on up to 3 computers. Took this over to my mom's computer, tried it on hers, worked fine also. She only had one on hers, but I just got that computer for her just like last month, so that's not a big deal. So is this something I think you should get? Yes. Get it, use it, and then return it. You don't have to get the monthly fee. There's some kind of monthly fee attached to this or whatever. This is going in the back of the mailbox at the end of this week, and should I feel I need it again, I'll pay the $9.99 or whatever and do it that way. Okay, so a surprise product that I came across is this Top Puff because I was kind of looking for, well, let's put it this way. I broke my water pipe. So I was looking for something to get, so I walk into my local smoke shop. The guy knows me there, and he's like, hey, Locq, you need this. This is what you need to get. Hope Krista watches this because she says she's going to watch this part of the show. But this is something that you basically, could you give me that water bottle over there real quick? Yeah. Thanks, James. Thanks, James, the mysterious hand. But if you got a water bottle, basically, if you got a water bottle, you got this, you got a water pipe. Okay? So the way this basically works is you listen to your water bottle, you take this, and you screw it on here. Fits on any water bottle. So you just take that, you screw it on, and once that's on tight, then you take your pipe. It's got the little stopper here. Take this, you put this down, and voila, you have your water pipe. Right? Right. So, struck me as a really, really great idea at the time. Okay? Really great idea. It's only $7. What the heck? I figure why not buy it? Why not try it out? Is it something that you could probably use in a pinch? I think this is something that you could probably use as a pinch. Is this something that you want to depend upon? This is not something you want to depend upon. Number one, it does not have a carb. So the guys at Top Puff, these are the things that I found wrong with your product. These are the issues that I had because I did take it home and function check it immediately. Number one, no carb. So I pretty much would have to pull this off in order for carburetor thing. That brings you to your second problem, which is this part right here. This part right here, if you do it as you market it, then this is closer to the stem. And if that's so, then what you're going to do is you're going to melt this because of the heat that you're using. So you really need that to be further up. You can't market it down there because then people are just going to be burning through these because this melts. Okay. Second thing is this. It's not stopping. Sometimes it'll just go all the way down. It'll go all the way through. Right. So then you got this thing that goes all the way down, all the way through. And this is perfect. I haven't messed with it at all. So you got those so this is something I'm going to say right now is a dump it. You make these product changes, then it becomes a pump it. But first of all, you got to put a little carb. You put a carb in somewhere like right there, then the person can do the carburetor thing. That's a big way towards helping you. And then do something where make this more whatever. Anyway, I'm going to be returning this to the smoke shop. Or maybe I'll just keep it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so what's the last big box? Because I'm going a little bit over time here, so I need to kind of move the stuff on. You guys are going to be noticing that I'm not on the internet today, and I'm not going to be on the internet tomorrow. Well, no, I'll be on the internet later on tonight because I got a new phone. And so I got a new phone. I got another couple of gigs for my hotspot, so I'll be on tonight and everything like that. But I only got 4 gigs, and so when that 4 gigs is up, I'm out because I decided that I needed a better internet service at my house, and so I went with Cox, and I went with CenturyLink. And who do you think the winner was? No, it was not Cox. It was CenturyLink. But CenturyLink didn't give me a nice shiny box to use, so Cox gave me a nice little box and everything like that. So got some good news, some good important information if you're interested in regards to non-biased information in regards to internet services and things like that, because I just recently looked into it. And if you're in between Cox and CenturyLink, then here's the long and short of it. If you need speed, you got a need for speed, then you're going to want to go with Cox. CenturyLink is too unreliable in too many different places. They even admit it themselves. They don't have a problem admitting to it. I went in there to talk to the guy. The speed that I'm going to get is abysmal, okay? So obviously I'm not going with them for the speed. I'm going with them for the reliability, the connectivity, and everything like that. I'm within walking distance to a Starbucks, so if I really have a need, I can do that. But, however, I was going to go with Cox because I really wanted the wireless. I had a need for speed. Went with Cox. Cox wanted me to give them a $25 deposit. CenturyLink didn't want a deposit, no deposit. I don't believe in paying for TV. Never believed in paying for TV. Didn't believe in paying for cable. I haven't paid for cable a day in my life. Okay, so my antenna is actually a digital antenna that connects outside, so that my cable is used for the digital antenna. And so they would have to install that. So they would want to charge me $75 for the honor and privilege of having them install a cable hookup onto my property. I consider Cox neither an honor nor a privilege, working with them an honor nor a privilege. So I didn't feel like the $75 investment on top of the $25 deposit that I would have to pay them in order to, they want me to pay them a $25 deposit. And then they want me to pay them $75 to install. Okay, well, some people that might work it. Look, either way, nice box, really, great little, presentation they got here. It looks all, pretty simple in regards to how you set it up and everything. They got all the wires that you might need to do the self-installation. Okay. I couldn't do the self-installation, so I'm taking the box back. I'm returning it to them. I can't do the self-installation with CenturyLink either, but CenturyLink is not charging me to do the installation. They're going to come out. They're going to do the installation for free. They're not charging me a deposit. I'm paying more. With Cox, I would have paid for the product that I wanted. I would have been paying $49 a month. With CenturyLink, I'm paying $55 a month. I'm paying more. I'm getting less speed. Why am I doing this? I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't know. I'm going to check it out, see how it works. There's no contract. It's month to month. I'm not obligated. If I want to stop, I can stop. I'm not out any installation charges or anything like that. It was really refreshing walking in there. They didn't ask me for my credit card. They'll bill me, and so I'll get the bill at that time. So there was a bunch of different things that I'm going to try it. I know I'm not going to get the fastest. I'm not going to get Cox speed, but maybe I'll get speed enough that is palatable for me. And if it is, then I'll keep it. If not, then the search will continue and go on. But if my internet is a little bit shoddy, then that's kind of what I'm going to be going through over this next couple of weeks or so, is I'm going to be trying to get me a permanent internet connection there. Anyway, so that's it for the beginning of the show, and we're going to be moving on to Krista Whitley and Simone Gennuso. We're going to have them up next right after these messages. This is Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe.
Hey, this is Mingo from Mingo Kitchen and Lounge. Come downtown to my space, my restaurant, at 1017 South 1st Street in the Las Vegas Art District inside of Art Square. A couple of things we have going on is happy hour. That's from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, except for First Friday. Sorry about that. And we're actually going to feature a summer happy hour, which will be 3 to 7 p.m., which is June 1st now through August 31st. So we're actually extending it an hour. And so you can join us for that extra hour of cocktails, food, and fun. Tuesdays, we have Taco Tuesday. We're starting that June 20th. And that'll be $2 tacos. We're going to feature a special taco, and it'll be only $2 for the purchase of any alcoholic beverage. And Saturdays, you can see Locq in person and get a free complimentary reading at our Psychic Saturday brunch. And that's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Sandy Castell, the founder of WEMA. What is WEMA? WEMA is Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education, mentoring, and scholarships. You can find out more about us at wemafoundation.org.
And welcome back to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. What a great show that we are having so far. And we've got a spectacular guest here today. I'm feeling very honored to have the amazing Krista Whitley here.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure.
Well, such a pleasure to have you. When I heard about you, we have a mutual Facebook friend, Craig Mealand.
Yes.
Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Wayne, how's it going?
Yes.
They posted this amazing product on their website, and they're buying, they're smiling and whatnot. And me, I go by. I have to say, I love Craig's posts, so they make me laugh. So I will watch. Generally, though, I'm scrolling through my newsfeed. I'm just scrolling through my newsfeed and whatnot. But it's a Craig post, so I'm looking over. And what is this? And I'm like, cannabis box. This looks really interesting. So I said, Craig, I want this on the show.
Oh.
He hits you, and apparently you are the brains behind this idea.
Behind the Vegas Weekend Box. I have to tell
We're going to talk, but please tell me.
I actually have become that person at weddings who gets everyone high. So Craig and Wayne, our mutual friends, got married on a beautiful wedding.
I remember. I could not make it.
It was stunning just this last
Laguna
June.
Beach, the pictures are amazing.
So gorgeous.
You were there. I am so jealous.
It was literally like being in a room full of models. I kept looking around me. I'm like, I can't believe these people are real. I completely was. I was the person who everybody's doing shots, and I'm like, so they kept coming over. They're like, so you're the weed girl, right? And I was totally the weed girl. It was amazing.
That is so cool.
So fantastic. Yes, I totally was. And all of our products that we have in the box, I had brought a bunch of goodies with me. I had a little bag. We hadn't even come to market yet. And I was like, well, let's just test these out. So we have rave reviews. We are Craig and Wayne wedding approved.
Well, I will tell you, if you're Craig and Wayne approved, you are gay, high society Vegas approved. Okay? Because you are not part of that unless you know Craig and Wayne. If they're saying approved. And I saw it, and I was just like, I just saw the picture, and I was like amazed. I was like, this is what, I'm ashamed, but I'm also excited to say, but when I first saw it, I said, this would be perfect for my mom. Because she's really trying to get into it and everything. I was like, this would probably be something I can say, okay, Mom, all right, this is what this is for, this is what this is. So tell us, what is this?
Sure. So, really what the weekend box is, and it's interesting you'd say your mom, because women, specifically women over the age of 40, are the fastest growing demographic of cannabis users today.
Absolutely.
And so, there's so many benefits. I really view cannabis as an extension of my overall health. It's
so
just
do I.
like
I do
doTERRA
also.
oils. It's just like anything that you would use that's all natural instead of using pharmaceuticals. And so that's how I got into cannabis. I was in a car accident. I actually for 30 years was a Dare Just Say No girl. All growing up, I was anti-cannabis. I was sure that if you smoked weed, you were going to turn into a hippie, and it was just going to be terrible for you.
Okay.
So I created the Weekend Box. Really, I've been in the industry now for quite a few years, and I wanted to create something that would help people who are new to regulated cannabis, that would help them with that doe in the headlights look.
Right, like what is this?
Because you go into a dispensary and you're like, oh my gosh, there's vapes and edibles and
you're
creams.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, you just don't know what to get. And so for years, people have been coming out to Vegas, visiting me, and saying, what should I get? So I've been putting together informal weekend boxes.
Okay, all right. So that's how it started. So that's how all this starts. Okay, good. We're getting a little bit of history here.
That is totally how it started. And it was really important to me as a mom and a cannabis advocate that we also had an education piece, because we have 44 million people every year coming to Las Vegas.
Yes.
And if even 10% of those people want to come to one of our dispensaries, we know that those lines are huge, that the waits are huge.
Girl.
They're not having the time to get that one-on-one that we all enjoyed during the medical market. And so I wanted a little bud tender. So this is my bud tender guide, full of tips. And not only that, I really wanted to incorporate a lot of the cannabis community here in Las Vegas. So there's tips. A lot of times people don't understand what an OG is. They think it stands for old gangster. original gangster, all kinds of other things, right? But it really stands for ocean grown, and it really speaks
I
to the
did not
roots.
know that.
Yes.
When
now,
you said OG to me, I was
now
thinking
we
old
know.
gangster.
The More You Know song should be queued up in the back. And so this actually gives you a lot of information, because I knew as a mom and a cannabis consumer that people having positive experiences is so fundamental, and we don't want them eating too many gummies, having too much chocolate, going to the emergency room thinking they're going to die.
Exactly.
Or, lighting up on the strip and then going home with a really expensive ticket. That's just bad for everyone.
Yes, we don't need that for everyone. You're right. Exactly.
No one wants that. So that's why I created the weekend box, and essentially this is our debut standard weekend
Well, this
box.
is a very good. I just want to pause on this part here,
Yeah.
because this book, I was looking at the inside, and it's really, really very
Designed by
colorful.
Craig Mealand, our creative director.
Oh, Craig designed this. Hey,
Also a celebrity.
yes, our local celebrity.
Our local celebrity.
Yes, I'm a minor on that status compared to him. But if James, if I could get you to take a closer look at this, could you? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just like to pull in on this, because this is really some great. And speaking of Craig, well,
I know. Speaking, this is our famous friend.
This is Craig
This is our
Mealand.
famous friend. He's
Our
also a
famous
model on
friend.
occasion. Anytime I need someone who has muscles and doesn't eat a lot of carbs, he's my guy.
and a great smile. He has a lovely smile. So
yes,
yeah,
he does.
yes.
Amazing.
And Wayne is easy on the eyes as well.
Yeah,
so
I think
they're
he
both
might be
as
in
well.
there too. So
Oh, okay. Well,
you keep flipping.
let's go on a tour.
Yes, absolutely.
But this is really, really great in regards to the information as well that
and,
it
our
looks like
products
it
change every month,
shares.
so they're really the top selling products in the cannabis community here in Nevada.
So you rotate them through the box. That's fun.
So you always get a different flavor.
Okay.
And we are, by the end of the year, going to have over 10 different curated cannabis experiences.
Uh-huh.
So everything from a starter box for new
Oh, we missed out on.
consumers.
There's no Wayne. But
Oh well, sorry.
Sorry about. Go
We're
ahead.
stuck with Craig. he's plenty nice on the edge.
I guess we'll just have to do.
We just will. So essentially, it has everything in here. Everything from our Mile High Mint Bar, which tastes like an Andes mint, but of course is medicated, which is great. 10 milligrams per bite of chocolate, which is very tasty.
Well, my mom is a fan of the edibles herself, so
Awesome.
this is definitely something.
Great for
yes.
sleep, pain, specifically for pain. One of my favorites, because pain is the reason that I'm a cannabis consumer, is the Nanomolecular Science patch. So this serves as just like a transdermal patch.
Okay.
But it gives you clear-headed relief. So it's a 1-to-1.
So is this kind of like a Nicorette type of a thing, or something like that? Is it like?
Yeah, it's like a patch.
Okay,
Yes, this is a weed patch. People.
Okay, the weed patch.
And this
I
is
did not know that there was a
amazing.
weed patch yet. I should have.
Nanomolecular Science has 10 milligrams of THC and CBD, and CBD is what is not psychoactive, so it doesn't make us high, but
Okay.
it serves as an additional lubricant for your nervous system. So it helps you to feel
With
younger
stress.
and sharper and just
Okay.
healthier and boost your immune system, and it's phenomenal. So this for back pain or when you're walking up and down the strip, this is phenomenal. One of my favorites.
Wow, okay.
And one of my favorite ways to consume, just because some of my favorites from our box, is the Moxie vape pen. Because for me, I'm on the go. I don't have time to be lighting up. I don't want my hair to smell like
Right.
flour.
Exactly.
So
yeah, you don't want to come in a place smelling like a. Yeah.
I know, right?
Like Cheech and Chong or
you don't
something.
want to smell like
You wanna,
Cheech and
yeah, you
Chong.
want to come out with.
wanna
You just want to
enjoy
feel
the
like
Cheech
Cheech and Chong, but you
Yeah.
don't want to smell it.
So we included a battery and our Maui Wowie pen, and this is like a tropical drink, so it doesn't taste like cannabis. It is
Okay.
the sorority girls' solution to cannabis.
I'll probably be sampling that
consumption.
one myself personally.
I'm
I'll
gonna
probably take a
leave this
personal.
here, so we'll probably get a review from this one later.
Oh yes, I'll be more than happy to review that.
And of course includes everything, including ultra premium flower from Matrix, which is one of our top cultivators. It's got Dixie Awakening mints, which are cannabis's answer to coffee. So it's 5 milligrams instead of doing coffee in the morning. It's a
This is cannabis
sativa.
that will wake you up. Oh yes, sativa, right? The sativa.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I'm gonna bring you some of my future products because we have some amazing things. We are working even.
We have to have you back on the show.
Yes,
we
need
definitely
to,
have to have
we
you
need
back
to
on the
do a
show.
little sampling.
Yes,
for
I would
sure.
love to do that.
Because yes,
It's just because you
cannabis-
made prior engagements.
I know.
Or else we would be doing a little sampling right now,
We would be
but-
right
but-
now. Yes, but I'm going to leave this, so you'll have to
Yes.
give us your review. But yeah, cannabis has some amazing powers. THCV in cannabis actually is an appetite suppressant, so it really replaces ephedra or phentermine.
Really?
I know. So I heard that there's
Oh my
somebody who's creating a slim
gosh.
pen that you can
Right
actually use to
on.
kind of keep it slim, keep it tight, ladies. I'm all about it.
We might
so there's
have you on as
some-
our cannabis minute, just to keep us up to date on what's going on
There
in the
is so
industry.
many advances. A lot
Yeah.
of the cannabis terpene profiles, which are really the naturally occurring organic items in the cannabis plant, are just now being discovered. So a lot are like 1985, 1990. We didn't even know they existed until the
Right.
early 2000s.
Well, that's
So-
because cannabis was suppressed for so long and research was suppressed for so long because of ignorance, sheer ignorance and greed. Well, ignorance and greed from the 1800s. I mean, how much further would we be if that had not?
Phenomenal. And
I mean,
it's incredible to see, I think from a medicinal standpoint, so many people who have epilepsy and
Yes.
seizure disorders. And
Yes.
just, I'm really interested in the studies around how CBD affects people with Alzheimer's and any type
Yes,
of neurodysfunction.
very much so.
So there's so much science that I
I mean, it's
think
very
just needs
encouraging to
be
know
out
that,
there.
when we get old and crotchety, there might not be no Alzheimer's.
I know.
We'll be able to remember every day of our old and crotchetiness. well,
Exactly.
back on track.
There's also, of course, our sativa cannabative gummies, which are amazing. A couple of pre-rolls from Deep Roots Harvest and Tahoe Hydro, which is an award-winning cultivator. So our goal is really to represent all of the best things in cannabis. If you wanted to come to our community and experience what I recommend for my friends and family, it's all in one place, comes in a child-proof exit bag, so you don't have to worry about it. And not
Wow.
only that, I think the number one thing that people are always asking me, I don't know if you get asked this, but when my friends and family come here, they're always asking me, where should I go that's off the beaten path? They want to get off the strip and experience
Yes.
local Vegas.
Yes,
Which
yes.
I love.
I like that too.
Right?
Yes.
And I love
Yes.
downtown. And one of my favorite chefs, we featured a munchie coupon for Simply Pure, Chef Stacy Dugan. She's a vegan chef.
Awesome.
In the container park. So you get some munchies.
Love the
they're
container
healthy.
park. If you have not had a chance to go to
She's
the container
phenomenal.
park, please go to the container park.
See, go
Wonderful
to downtown.
place.
Get off the
Yes.
strip. Go experience Fremont East. These are the places that we're hanging out in.
Exactly.
So if you want to hang out with us,
exactly.
that's where you go.
You gotta go where the
So-
locals go. If you want to hang out with the locals, you gotta hang where the locals hang.
Exactly. So yeah, it's been amazing. So the Vegas Weekend Box, just go to Vegas.
Now, what does that retail? What does that retail for?
If you bought everything individually, you'd spend over $200, and these retail
Wow.
for $99.
Wow,
You
that's a
save
really
over
good 50%
$100.
savings.
Yeah,
That's
just on its own, the cartridge and the vape battery would be an $80 value.
yes, and I've seen it go for that. I've seen these items go.
You throw in some items, you try some different things. It's great value for even our locals, but not only that, for our tourists, you get a really comprehensive experience and get some insider tips that hopefully keep you safe.
And what's really great is because you keep it rotating, I could come to Vegas 1 month and visit and then come back, say I came for 4th of July, but now I'm back for Christmas.
Every month.
I
just
got
did
a
Burning
whole
Man
new
box.
Yeah.
A Burning Man.
So, and theme boxes as well. So this
Totally.
is great.
Oh,
this
you
is
know there's
awesome.
going to be a beautiful box for Life is Beautiful.
Love
That's what we're
it.
working on. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
I was doing my research and I saw this. Okay, can we get a close up of this?
Oh, heaven.
Came across. Well, actually, Simone was able to give this to me, but you were featured on the cover of Vegas Cannabis Magazine because of your work.
Isn't that amazing? I always tell people the only reason to be more successful is to give back more. And, I think it's amazing to be able to launch this product and to work in cannabis. But I think it's really even more amazing to just unite the community around one
Yes.
product, because we took competitors that in other areas of life may not necessarily play well together, and we put them in one product so that the can ultimately decide. We didn't
Exactly.
choose Coke or
Let the-
Pepsi. We took
right.
them both.
Right.
And then we threw in
There you go.
gummies.
I love it. Love it. Well, also, I did read the article, and apparently a lot of people, you're catching attention of a lot of people. People like what you're doing. They dropped the name of Shark Tank. Actually called you the real deal, I believe was the quote.
Yes, Kevin O'Leary. He
Yeah,
is
and I like
amazing.
Kevin O'Leary. Hey, Kevin.
Mr.
Hey, Kevin
Wonderful.
O'Leary. Yes, Mr. Wonderful.
Yes, he's
Yes.
amazing.
I will know within the first 5 minutes whether he likes me or not, but I definitely like him whether or not he does
Yes.
come down on either side of it. I'll still watch the program.
Absolutely.
And I will thank him for his honesty and his candor. But this was such a great article that they did on you, and the weekend box. really the queen of collaboration, which is moving us to the next part of this, actually.
Yes. Okay. Tell me, how can we collaborate?
Well, I was going to talk to you about, number one, this show, because this show does a lot about cannabis.
Okay.
So this is something that I think that we can work well on. But what I was going to talk to you about was you and do a reading for you.
Amazing. I'm so excited. Let's do it.
Because this theme keeps coming up with you, and it's absolutely in your name. You are what I call a 2 vibration.
Okay.
Because your name is K, right? So Krista is K is the 11th letter in the alphabet, and 1 + 1 = 2. So that makes you a 2 vibration. However, it's the second of the 2 vibration because A, B, so B would be the first, right?
Okay.
So it would be the second of the 2 vibration. This makes you what we call the ultimate coupler. Nobody is better at understanding other people or helping people than somebody whose name begins with a K.
Really?
Okay? Yes, these
That's
people are just,
amazing.
they do this naturally. Your mate, the person that you find as the appropriate object of your affections, they will find that you move into it. The blending becomes so natural for them because you're good at observing them even when they're not aware that they're being observed. In regards to what it takes, in regards to sync this relationship up so that you are the perfect helper.
Oh, amazing.
Okay?
Okay.
But I was watching, and you were saying this, and it's highlighted because of the R, which gives the kicker, how much of a team person. Everything with you is team.
Yes.
And K is all about team.
Oh,
Okay?
yay. Okay.
There's no I in team. They're always looking at how they can bring, I think that maybe you are doing this. There might be there's a secret reason why you're doing this, okay?
Oh my gosh.
I think there might be a hidden
Now I
reason
want to
behind
know.
why you're
Okay,
doing
tell
this.
me.
Because not only do you get to the joy of doing something that you're passionate about, okay, but you actually get to get people from different areas into one room and say, hey, let's sit down and let's talk about this. And the one thing that they can agree on is you. Okay?
That is so true.
They might not agree on anything else.
You know what?
But-
It's so funny you say that because since I was probably 17 or 18, my mission statement, I did my first business plan on myself and what I wanted to accomplish in my career. And my mission statement has been, and it literally is on my cell phone. It actually tells you my quote from myself, which is kind of ego-y. Ugh, it sounds gross when I say it out loud.
Or maybe it's something to keep you. Maybe it's to keep you inspired.
It keeps me going. But my mission statement is the world needs more people doing what they do best. And so I really view that I can do my best by helping other people to achieve what their best is. And so by doing that with brands uniting or people, I'm constantly trying to couple people and put them together. That is literally my mission statement in life. So that's funny that you'd say that.
Well,
you're right on point.
I want to really quickly
Yeah.
hold this. I went off camera. That's one on the main full pause. But this is an original draft of my book. My book is already out. It's published.
Okay.
It's on Amazon. It's downloadable.
Yeah.
But because I just wanted to read, because I dedicated one page to each letter.
Oh, amazing.
And I'm just going to read the bottom part here because this just hits you about K, because this is the letter K.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let's see. Want a job from a K? Because I'm giving them people how to get along with somebody who names begin with the letter K and what they like and don't like.
Yeah.
Want to get a job from a letter K? Show them that you are a team player and work well with others. They don't like loners and find them hard to understand. If you are a loner and get the job anyway, prepare to be checked on often. This is not because they don't trust you, but rather because they honestly want to help, even if you may feel you don't need it. They like to give and receive help. There is no I in team.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. And you know, it's so funny. We are just, of course, as a result of this and our business exploding, we're getting like big kid offices, which is very exciting. And we've had all these huge developments. Our lead venture capital group that has just come on, her name is Krista, spelled exactly like mine.
Wow,
and
awesome.
it was literally like meeting me in 10
Yes.
years. It's like wildly successful and she's taking companies public. And I was like, oh my God, you're my village and my
Yes.
people.
Right.
And so it's amazing, just the synergy. And I was like, and your parents spelled it right, which I feel like is
It's
to her
right,
credit.
right. They didn't butcher it.
CH
Right,
stuff.
they didn't butcher
so
it, right.
wrong.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
yay.
Well, yeah. Well, so I really would love to work with you in the future
Yes,
and collaborate
of
and have
course.
you on the show.
Yes,
This has been
yes.
really, really great. Thank you so much for
Wonderful.
coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Now, other than what are the main distributors that we can come? Like, if I'm going to walk, can I go into the Grove, which is one of? I gotta drop the Grove. All right.
We love the Grove.
Love the Grove.
We love the
Okay.
Grove.
So I gotta say hi to my
Yes.
peeps over at the Grove. Can I go into the
Yes.
Grove and pick this up?
So sadly, you cannot go into the Grove because they exclusively only carry open vape, and so we hope to have open vape in a future box, of course.
Okay.
So they don't
okay.
carry any other vapes, and this is another vape. So
Okay,
if
so
you
you
want
have
this
to-
one, you can literally go to pretty much everywhere else, though.
There's
But
one
we love.
near me. It begins with a P. It's right there on the corner of Paseo. Is it? It's called Paseo.
Panacea?
Panacea. Panacea. Is it?
Panacea, which
Oh,
isn't a
and-
great name.
I love that.
Oh, that is
name.
where you should go to get high.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
like I'm
so
like.
you can go there. You can go to Las Vegas Relief. You can go to the Source. The Source will deliver it right to your house.
And you know,
So-
my show goes to people across the country,
Go to-
so they might want to go and online. How do we get a hold of
Yeah.
you online and get one of these? if we-
VegasWeekendBox.com, and you can check out all of our different iterations, all the different varieties. You can reserve your box for when you come for your trip, have it delivered right to you, have it express
Awesome.
pickup, which is amazing. And follow us on all the social media at VegasWeekendBox.com. Little secret, I'm just going to tell all of you.
Yes, we love
If
secrets.
You,
We like
let
secrets.
them know that you saw us on the show. We will send you a shirt and a sticker. And thank you for watching. No matter where you are in the world,
Okay.
Paris, France,
Come on,
to
guys.
Florida, to Clark County.
Lock Fortune's Vegas Vibe. Just
There you
mention
go.
Vegas
Go
Vibe.
Get yourself a t-shirt.
Get yourself a
Shout us
t-shirt.
out.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Krista, for
for
coming
having me.
on. I know you got to go, but we're going to have you
Yes.
back, okay?
Absolutely. And enjoy the box.
I will.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Aw.
Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Today's tip's about tire maintenance, how to check a tire, how to fill it properly. Okay, so as we can see, we've got a low tire. We probably saw that a month ago and said we'll fill it, but like everything, we let a day go by. Next thing you know, we got a problem. Properly check a tire, remove the valve cover, got a tire gauge, simply put it on there, and it'll read the pressure down at the bottom in PSI, pounds per square inch. We can see here that this is so low it's barely reading. There's probably 10 pounds in it at best. So how do we properly inflate it? Well, we're going to need an air chuck. Go down to the local store or come by the shop. We'll use this tool to inflate it. And that sounds like that's all we need to do. But we need to know how much to inflate it to, because overinflated is just as bad as underinflated. We can look at the tire, and on here we're going to find a cold pressure rating rated in PSI. And it's going to say anywhere from 32 to 80 pounds depending on the vehicle. We'll want to find that so we know the maximum inflation cold. We're going to look until we find the load rating. And here we find the maximum PSI is 44 PSI, pounds per square inch cold. We don't want to fill it any more than that, but we don't want to underfill it either. We want to fill it to 44. So it seems like checking the air pressure is no big deal. It's not. It's really simple to do, but we want to make sure we got the correct pressure. How do we find that? Let me show you. We open the door and we locate the sticker. It's usually right here. It could be down on the lower rocker, but it's on the driver's side. And after we look around, we'll see right here it says 35 PSI. That's the pressure that the tire requires that was sold with the vehicle. But if you change the tires later to a high-performance tire, mud and snow, or anything else, look at the cold pressure on the side of the tire to make sure you're properly inflated. This could be 35 today, but we get a performance tire, it's 44, 45, or even higher. We'll want to make sure we're inflating the tire properly. A couple of things you're going to need if you're checking your own tires: tire gauge and a rag, because you are going to get a little dirty. If you don't want to do that, I don't blame you. Bring it to the shop, we'll check it for you. We'll do a whole inspection on the vehicle if you like. We'll check the tires, make sure you're safe. This can save you a lot of time and keep you safe. Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Sandy Castell. Join me weekly for tips on how to stay fit and fabulous forever on The Sandy Castell Show. I'll see you there.
And welcome back to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. Thanks so much to Krista Whitley for coming on the show. What a great guest she was. Yes, that's an amazing box. But now we are moving on to the lovely Simone Gennuso. Simone,
Hello.
welcome to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe.
Thank you.
I had the honor of having your husband on earlier this year, and we got to talk about all the things going on with his company. But I wanted to go over a little bit more of Trim Ready, and you've got some other things going on in your personal life too. And I was absolutely enchanted when we first met, and we all met at about the same time.
Right.
So I said, well, equal opportunity. Why not have you on the show as well?
Yeah, of course.
So tell me, Trim Ready, they teach different types of classes, don't they?
They do.
That's what it focuses on, is classes.
Right. Depending on what aspect of the industry you want to work in, the classes vary just according to that.
Do you know how many different types of classes they have? Or
There are, so we do try to do at least 3 or 4 different ones a month.
Okay.
But they're usually done towards the end of the month, and then on occasion we'll do specialty classes as well, which I think goes up to about 6 or 7 different ones as well. But it's not just limited at that. I think we're trying to add more as we go along, or we're trying
looking for the demand, where the demand is at, and fill the demand. Like, so say for example, I wanted to become a bud tender. Would I come to you for that? Would I be able to come to you to get certified to become something like that?
Absolutely. If you come in person, classes are about 2.5 hours each. You get your
How many classes are there for a bud tender? Say, for
so
example?
each class, it's one session of 2.5 hours.
Okay,
and
one
then
session of 2.5.
You get your certificate at the end.
Okay.
But just like, as an example, the bud tender class. So we have a bud tender, then we have an advanced bud tender. So just depending on what.
So I could take bud tender and then move to advanced bud tender.
Right.
And then is there one above that, advanced bud tender?
Not yet, but
Okay.
even so, the classes we have, not all of them are always exactly the same. So sometimes we have premium members, which means they've bought a membership that allows them to come to any class, anytime, when they want, where they want.
So that they can upgrade their skills as needed, because the industry is constantly changing.
Exactly.
I'm sure your curriculum
So
is
are the
constantly
classes.
changing.
Exactly.
And so okay, well that makes sense. That's great. And so how many people do you say are coming? I mean, like your classes, how many people are in a class? Or is this individual tutoring, or is it in class tutoring, or is there?
So there's a few different ways to go about it. You can, if you're good on your own, you can actually do online classes.
Okay.
There's also the option of coming right into the office. We have a few kiosks that you can actually do the class right on those. But if you were to come into the class, the nice thing is you are getting that that in-person attention. You can ask the questions that you want to get them answered right away, the hands-on experience as well. With those, we usually get 20. I think we try to keep it just below 30, just to accommodate everyone comfortably.
Okay.
Usually they sell out. So.
Right, I'm sure that they do, because everyone likes that personalized experience as opposed to dealing with a computer. But if they were, because of the demand, what would be the website that they would go to if they wanted to just go like directly online? Maybe they want to check it out right now. What would they go to look at that?
So there's a couple different websites. I would say the Trim Ready website, which is trimready.com, is one of the simplest ones to go to. It's the easier one to remember. There's also 420 Career Training, where if you were to go on there, the schedule actually comes right up, and from there it'll take you directly to a link to be able to register as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So the 420 one probably would be the best one for an all-purpose.
Kind of, yeah. It gives you everything in one, and you don't have to register online. I know not everyone has a credit card. You can also come right into the office and register as well. We can do it in person. Just
do you take alternate forms like PayPal as well, or is it just credit? Or do you like take Square? I mean, because some of the millennials, they like to do Square or PayPal or something like that. Maybe they might, I just was watching this program where they're saying a lot of millennials don't even carry credit cards anymore. They only want a debit card because they're afraid to.
Right.
You're a millennial, you would know. I don't know. But this is what I'm hearing. That's the word on the street, anyway.
Yeah, we can do that type of stuff in person.
Okay.
Drew, I don't have a Square reader. Drew's got one. He knows how to use it. He's got one of those PayPal chip readers as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's better with that type of stuff. But
I have one, not a millennial, but I look like it, so.
Actually, I ordered one. It never came. I don't know why, but Drew's got them. Yeah, so we take different forms of payment. It's absolutely fine.
Oh, okay, great. Now, tell me about you, though. You're also into health and fitness, which seems to work well with the whole cannabis industry, because that's about health and fitness. And so you're actually using health and fitness and moving that into the modeling segment, I understand?
Right. I'm trying to get into the fitness aspect of things as far as competing, being on stage goes. So right now I'm prepping for a show that's coming up in February. It's too soon to tell. I think in a couple months down the road I'll know if I'm going to be able to compete or not. It is too soon to tell right now, but
well, I'm seeing it.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, I'm seeing the motivation. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it.
Oh, I'm doing good so far.
Good,
So February
okay.
and March, there's a couple shows coming up, so I'm looking forward to those. So I'm working my butt off, and I hope it pays off.
Okay, and do you have your trainer already, or do
I
you?
have a trainer I'm working with. He's great.
What's his name?
His name is Dr. John Vigil, actually.
Dr. John Vigil.
Yes,
Oh, well,
he's
if he has a
chiropractor
DR in front of his
too.
name,
Yeah.
you gotta, okay, well, Dr. John. How did
it's
Dr.
great,
John?
'cause-
He's a chiropractor.
Yes,
Oh,
so
so
he'll-
if he breaks any bones,
Exactly.
perfect. You got him right there.
Yep. You'll get sore, and then he'll fix you, put
Yeah,
you right back
there's
together.
a couple of switches, and then you're good to go again.
Right.
Awesome. And so, does he also is he all inclusive, or do you also have someone to take care of the diet as well? I mean, this is a multifaceted thing, isn't it?
So he's working on my diet with me, but there are other aspects of the prep journey that you need to eventually seek out other people as well. Like, for example, I still need to find a posing coach, but it's too soon in the journey to
Right,
do that type
okay.
of thing. Right. And then he's taking care of my diet, my training. He's been really good about it so far. I'm enjoying
Okay, so
it.
so for the initial stages, he's really great at helping you with
Yeah,
everything that you would
definitely.
need on the initial stages, be it dietary or physical. He's really good at that.
Right, and what helps a lot with him is that he's done it himself. So he knows what you're going through when you're going through the progress of, making your way to getting to stage.
Well, maybe we'll have Dr. John on the show sometime, and
yeah.
he can talk about it,
I'll
and we'll
let him
get some more
know.
information. I'm always looking for good guests on the show. What is your end goal with this? Is it just to magazine model?
I mean, it
or
would
is
be
it, what
nice,
is-
but I
okay.
just feel like at this point, if I am able to get to the point of actually being able to compete, it's going to be enough of a reward.
Just for you personal.
Exactly.
This is a personal gain,
Right.
goal type, which is the most healthy
Yeah.
type. Is you're not doing it for the fame, you're really doing it just for yourself, and to
Exactly.
make you, to be a
To be
better
able to
version,
say
a better
I did
version of
it.
you, and,
Yeah.
and to say I did it, right?
Yeah. Personal satisfaction.
Just like me and Tough Mudder. I don't know. Sooner or later, I'm probably going to do Tough Mudder just to say I did it. I know. I know. What do you think, James? You don't think? Well, we'll get back on that one. We'll see where that goes. I have a guest. He's going to come on the show. He's going to talk about Tough Mudder, though. He's. I don't know. Brandon's kind of shy, though, but he did it, so I guess we can have it. Anyway, so I digress into these little things. Anyway, so we have the trim ready, and then we also have the health and fitness.
Right.
Is there anything else that the lovely Simone Gennuso is up to these days that we should know about?
Let's see. I'm not that excited. But with Trim Ready, we also actually help with the agent card process as well. So basically,
Okay.
once you complete one of the courses, your certification, you've got what you need, you've got the knowledge, but you do need an agent card to work in the industry. So,
Oh, okay. So is that kind of like a health card or a TAM card or something
but
like
it's
that?
specific to the cannabis industry.
Okay.
Right.
So what hoops do you have to jump through in order to get that?
So we help with the paperwork process of it. Ultimately, the agent cards are issued by the state. They do not come from us.
How much do they cost? Because there's a cost. They're making the money off
Right,
of
there's
it.
a couple different fees involved. So basically, per facility, there's a few different facility types right now. You can choose from dispensary, cultivation, production, distributor, or laboratory. Basically, you're going to pay $75 per facility. So say you wanted to do a couple facilities, it's $75 each.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to pay for getting your fingerprints done, your passport size photos.
That's like $10, and then
Right.
we're all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
it's
right.
up to about 20-something.
So you're figuring if you want a job in the marijuana industry, it's going to be about a $350 investment.
If you want to be able to work in probably all of those facilities, if you wanted a card that's really
Well, I'm thinking, all right, I got to take a class as a bud tender.
Oh yes, if
Right.
you factor the classes
And
in,
so I went through the
right.
class, and then I want to be a bud tender, so that's $75. They're going to fingerprint me, background check me.
which is another $23.50.
Right, and then they got to take the pictures, right, and probably, I don't know, 1-2 pints of blood. Right, so I'm figuring $250 and you got to be a good bleeder. You can get it. You can get in the industry.
Yeah.
I'm wondering here. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah.
But yeah, we try to make the process.
But you help
easy.
them with the paperwork and streamline that and everything like
Totally,
that.
yeah.
That's really good. So where are you guys located? If they ever wanted to, come by and take a look at your services or find out more about your services.
We're actually pretty close to the airport. We are off Swenson and Naples. It's just past UNLV. It's actually at 700 East Naples Drive.
700 East Naples Drive.
Yeah, we actually share a wall with 7-Eleven and a tattoo shop on the other side of us. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
You can get a hot coffee and a tattoo at the same time as you
Right.
get your classes.
And then there's a nightclub and a pizza place, so.
Oh, okay. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff to do. Oh, yeah, I think that's a place, that area is kind of known as a Fruit Loop there, right?
Right, yeah.
And the Grove is located over there?
It's actually right across the street, conveniently
Grove,
located
conveniently
at
located.
420 feet away from us.
Oh, that's great. And Double Down Casino's there, too.
Right, it's right there.
So we like the guy at Double Down, and equal opportunity. I've got to say hi to the guys at Quads, and I got to say hi to the guys at Free Zone, because those are two other clubs that are also in the area.
They're right there.
They just serve to a different type of clientele. Anyway.
I like that type of clientele.
We love that type of clientele. I'm part of that type of clientele. Anyway.
That's why we get
Always
along.
wonderful having you on the show. Well, actually, this seems like I've had you on the show before because I actually did have you on once before, but that's just not going to get a clip because it's going to be replaced by this episode. But of course, we would love to have you back. You would be able to come back sometime.
Yeah, of course. You let me know when.
Okay,
I'll be
awesome.
here.
Awesome. Well, that's all. How do they contact you in regards to phone number, or do you guys, or email, or
Yeah,
websites? Give me any contact information. Any contact
Right,
information.
so the easiest way you can give us a call directly, 702-901-2546. That's our direct office line.
Okay.
It's actually a cell phone. You can text it, call it, whichever works for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. That's a
Yeah.
full service
There's
number
also
right
email,
there.
But that is the easiest way. I
Okay.
mean, someone's always there to check the phone. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then website is the 720.
the website is the 420 career training is the easiest one.
420
if you wanna
career
register
training.
as well.
420 career training. Okay,
Right.
great.
There's also a registered.trimready.com, but I find that most people find the 420 career training to be the easiest because the schedule. It's all.
It's more
listed.
user friendly.
Right.
All right, another tip, insider's tip that you got from watching the show. Okay, great. Well, Simone, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you for
show.
having
Always
me.
wonderful having you on. I look forward to having you on again sometime.
Yes, sounds good
Love to
to
have you
me.
as one of our regulars, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, and give Drew my best, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And that's it for this part of Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe.
Hey, this is Mingo from Mingo Kitchen and Lounge. Come downtown to my space, my restaurant, at 1017 South First Street in the Las Vegas Art District inside of Art Square. A couple of things we have going on is happy hour. That's from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, except for First Friday. Sorry about that. And we're actually going to feature a summer happy hour, which will be 3 to 7 p.m., which is June 1st now through August 31st. So we're actually extending it an hour. And so you can join us for that extra hour of cocktails, food, and fun. Tuesdays, we have Taco Tuesday. We're starting that June 20th. And that'll be $2 tacos. We're going to feature a special taco, and it'll be only $2 for the purchase of any alcoholic beverage. And Saturdays, you can see Locq in person and get a free complimentary reading at our Psychic Saturday brunch. And that's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to Locq Fortune's Vegas Vibe. What a great show we had. Thank you so much, Krista Whitley, for coming on and sharing your weekend box. That was really great. And Simone Gennuso, thank you so much also for coming on the show and giving us some more information about what's going on over there at Trim Ready, because that was really great about the classes and things like that. Really appreciated that. Great time. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Really look forward to seeing you guys again. Like I said, this is the last show. This show is it for this season. We're going to be coming back next season in a couple of weeks. What are we going to be doing? Well, what do I going to want you to look for? Well, we're going to be showing you some commercials. I got some commercials and some promos that I'm going to want you to look at. From now on, when I say after these messages, we're going to have some good messages for you to look at. And these aren't going to be your run-of-the-mill commercials, so you might want to take a gander at them. That's just a little hint from me. You didn't hear that from anyone else. Anyway, we'll be doing that. Can't wait to when I get back. I'm not exactly sure what I have in regards to guests on the roster. I just know that it's a full one. So we'll look forward to seeing you the second week in September. Make sure that you come out to First Friday and visit me at First Friday if you get a chance. Or if you get a chance, don't forget me on Saturday brunches. You can find me over at Mingo's. Hey Mingo, shout out to Mingo. I'll be over there on Saturdays from 11 till 3 for Psychic Saturday brunch. So along with your brunch, you get a free psychic reading from me. And then I'm also there this First Friday. This First Friday I'll be there doing readings from 5 o'clock until 12 midnight. So these are the big things that we got going on. Kind of blew James away there. So these are things that we got going on this week until I see you again. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, Locq Fortunes Vegas 5, or like my fan page, a Fortune on Wheels fan page for a Fortune on Wheels. Other than that, I'll see you when you get back. Thank you so much for all of your support. I've had a wonderful, wonderful run. I've had a Grammy Award-winning artist. I've had artists that are going to be appearing at the Smith Center. I've had incredible entrepreneurs. We're looking at this show moving upwards and onwards. I've had thank you so much for New York Life for being representatives from New York Life for being on the show. Really, really great at the quality of guests that we've had and the amount of information. We look forward to our fall season. Our fall season things to look forward to. We're going to be getting witchy this September. And November for me is going to be Gay Pride Month. So we're going to be looking at our gay members of the community and our founding gay members and what they're doing and important gay couples and what they're doing in regards to the culture. And then we'll close out the year with December, and December is going to be about gifts giving, and it's all be about the holiday seasons and the holiday spirit. So that's what we got coming up for the fall season of Locq Fortunes Vegas 5. Look forward to seeing you back then. And that's it for this episode of Locq Fortunes Vegas 5. Take care.
Good vibrations, my